How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to the channel. My name is Justin. Man, one of the things I've always wanted to cover, and I have it in my notes, I have a list, some voiceover work. You know, I've dabbled I've worked in radio in the past, and you know, with being an on-air DJ and on-air talent really is what we're called. DJ is kind of an old school term that no one uses anymore. Always wanted to kind of dabble in that, and one of the voices, I could always do different voices and characters growing up. A big hero of mine was Robin Williams. I absolutely adored that man. I've watched all of his movies. You know, the voices and the charisma and the character and just everything about him was just so mesmerizing to me. So when he passed away, that was a major blow. And I was actually on air at the time at a local radio station, and I had to announce his death, and that one got me. But I loved, you know, his voiceover work, especially in, you know, Aladdin and, you know, Ferngully and things of that nature. You know, it's always something I've been fascinated with. And one of the voices I could always do really well was Solid Snake from the Metal Gear series. So I did it so well that some of my old employees that I worked when I worked in GameStop back in the good days of GameStop from like 2007 to 2011. So I bailed out of there way before you know, the shit hit the fan. So I saw the writing on the wall and I was gone out of there. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But my employee, especially one of my employees, would call me Big Boss. And then a couple other employees started calling me Big Boss too. One, I was the boss, but you know, just my Metal Gear, my Solid Snake, David Hayter voiceover work, I would let it slip from time to time. And so I kind of gathered that nickname, Big Boss. So that's what they would call me. So today, this was on my list of videos I really wanted to do, and I just never got around to doing it. But you know, fresh start. First channel, let's do this. So I'm going to do some voiceover for you of Solid Snake. I'm going to be reading some different monologues from the series. Here's one of the best dialogues that I found from Solid Snake. I believe this one is from Metal Gear Solid 2. This is the end scene when he is pretty much talking to Raiden, the voiceover. So here we go. Solid Snake, David Hayter. Yeah, a little nervous, but let's do this. Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. And that's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing. Not my best, but okay. Let's kind of flip through some different sayings from Mr. Solid Snake. Oh man, there is a lot, but a lot of back and forth dialogue. Oh, this is a good one. I've used this before many times. I'm no hero. Never was. Never will be. I love that line. That's a great one. A strong man doesn't need to read the future. He makes his own.
A real man makes his own luck. Billy Zane, Titanic.
Thanks, Dwight. That's not the quote, but damn, it's close. He who controls the battlefield controls history. Okay, so this one's from Metal Gear Solid 4, so I'm gonna have to sound a little older for this one. A little more older, slower. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. I'm a shadow. No, this was okay. So this one's from the old one, I think. What's this one? No, this one's from 2. So this one sounds a little. I'm a shadow, one that no light will shine on. As long as you follow me, you'll never see the day. Kind of like a Batman quote, isn't it? Okay, so this one I believe is from 4. I'm just a man who's good at what he does. Killing. What is that from? Isn't that from a movie or another saying? Oh, that's Wolverine. Yeah, that's Logan. One of his main quotes was, I'm good at what I do, and what I do is nice, killing, something like that. Okay, so this one's from 4 as well. War has changed. Okay, that's similar to the Fallout series. War never ends. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of battlefield. What little time I have left will be spent living as a beast, a shadow of the inside of the old age. Now we're gonna scale it down, make them a little older. What little time I have left will be spent living as a beast, a shadow of the inside of the old age. Oh, this is a good one. It's only when I'm cheating death in the battlefield, only time I truly feel alive. There's a lot of different quotes. So here's one, 10 badass Solid Snake quotes you won't forget. I bet it's probably some of the ones I've already covered. Don't regret your past. Learn from it. Regrets just make a person weaker. That's a good one. Ooh, this is Old Snake. How the hell did you ever survive 10 years? Yeah, some of these ones I've already covered. Oh, here's one I always forget about. Infinite ammo. I should have worn my bandana. I actually have a Metal Gear Solid 4. I bought a collector's edition because when I worked at GameStop, I worked the midnight release of Metal Gear Solid 4. So I got a collector's edition box, limited edition, and it had a making of Blu-ray, and then the cover was really nice. I still have it to this day. And then it had a bandana that came with it. When you pre-order it, said Metal Gear Solid 4 or whatever. I should have wore that for this video. Why didn't I think of that? But yeah, infinite ammo. Love that one. And then I can't forget one of the most classic lines there is out there from Mr. David Hayter, Solid Snake himself. Kept you waiting, huh? Love that one. I hope these turn out good. It's been a long time since I've did any Solid Snake stuff. I catch myself every once in a while when I'll get to talking with people. I'll bring out that Metal Gear voice, and I'll bring out the David Hayter voice, and, I'll start talking to people. And then I'll catch myself and realize, what are you doing? and then I go back to my regular stuff. It's almost like when you work in radio, you kind of get that, you build up that radio voice, so to speak. And my wife, God bless her, she's caught me many times. Even, I haven't been on radio in a while, but she'll catch me at times. She'll be like, you're doing your radio voice. Especially when I was in radio, she would catch me and be like, you're doing your radio voice, because there is a certain inflection you do, a certain enunciation, and kind of you throw your voice a little more, and you catch yourself doing those. Now listen here, and then you're like, what am I doing? See, Snake creeps into every conversation I have. Yeah, but I do some other ones as well. Maybe I'll cover those later on. Solid Snake was the big one that I wanted to cover, just because he's such an iconic character. And, I was really bummed out when he wasn't, David Hayter did not voice Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5, because, he is, I don't care, Big Boss, Solid Snake, that role is his. Kiefer Sutherland did a fantastic job. Don't get me wrong, but that role is David Hayter's. It's like a new Uncharted game, and you have Nathan Drake, and it's not voiced by Nolan North, and you're like, this is not him, one of those things. So who knows? Maybe David Hayter might see this and be like, yeah, he's pretty good. Maybe Konami might see it. Konami, if you're making a younger Metal Gear Solid, or if you're making a new Metal Gear Solid game and you can't get David, I will definitely step up to bat and would love to voice the role of Solid Snake. So yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone, watching this, and I hope you enjoyed my rendition of Mr. Solid Snake, David Hayter. And until next time. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye.